Spartans. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly sing our national anthem.
And we are just about to get underway at Richmond High School. Tonight's BWAC game between the Spartans of Imlay City and the Blue Devils of Richmond High School. Henderson gets the tip for Richmond, back to Allen, and now up to Drew Davis. Henderson for an open three, and he gets it to start this one off.
For three.
Allen handed it over to Logan Wilson, to Lou. Raymond Lou back to Allen. Swings it across to Lonnie Wolford, and his pass intended for Hunter Madrano went out of bounds. Richmond gets the ball back. Allen dribbling it out for the Blue Devils. Over to Henderson. Henderson looking across the middle for a teammate, couldn't find one. He gets Davis at the top of the key. Now underneath for Henderson. Looking for another pass, and it is Jackson Allen with it. Lou hanging tough on him. Pick set up by Henderson to free him up a little bit. Got it to Davis, driving inside. Pass kicked out for another three. This one goes to Brandon Shorman. A 6-0 Blue Devil lead with under 7 to go in the first quarter. Allen goes underneath for Cracchiolo for two. 8-0 lead for Richmond. To start this one off, a minute and a half in. Raymond Lou trying to get the ball out of his own defensive zone, and we have a foul. Full court press for Richmond, force Imlay City to have to rush things.
Foul on Blue Devils number 4, Brandon Shorman, his first.
The Shorman called for the foul. And a traveling call against the Spartans of Imlay City. Richmond gets the ball back. Davis underneath for a layup, and he was fouled. Basket no good, but Davis will go to the line to shoot two.
Foul on Spartans number 2, Lonnie Wolford, his first. He's first. Set the line for shooting two. Number 2, Davis.
First one straight through for Davis. And he hits the second one to put Richmond up 10-0. Battle for the ball between Cracchiolo and Hunter Medrano. A jump ball and the possession arrow goes to the Spartans of Imlay City. Spartans wearing royal blue and gold. Richmond in pretty much all white, a little bit of light and dark blue trim with the ghost colored numbers, which are also white outlined in blue. A little bit tough to read, but still manageable as Raymond Liu double teamed by both Davis and Shorman. Pass over center and Imlay City is on the board. Credit the assist to Mitchell Allen, the basket to Logan Wilson. Davis leading the Blue Devils up the court. Davis with another layup, and he's got 4 already. 12-2 Richmond, 5:16 showing on the clock in the first quarter. Although the layup would not go for Mitchell Allen. Rebound to Richmond. Davion Henderson to Drew Davis for a 3, and it's good. Timeout called by Imlay City as Richmond pouring it on here early, 15-2. Just over 3 minutes into the game. They've had a couple of technical difficulties on the way. I wasn't sure if my voice was noticeable, but if it's coming through now, we have a 15-2 Richmond lead here in the first quarter. Make it 17-2. That one's going to go to Brandon Shorman. He's got 5 points already. Imlay City coming the other way, and a foul called. Richmond's Drew Davis. Shooting 2 for Imlay City is the 6'6" Hunter Medrano. First one's good. Second one also. And it's going to be called off for a lane violation, so no good on that shot, pardon me. Instead, just 1 point off of those 2 free throw attempts. It's 17-3 Richmond, 4:31 showing on the time clock. Jackson Allen dribbles it in for the Blue Devils. Allen steps back, gives it to Shorman, and Shorman's pass was intercepted by Logan Wilson, who dribbles it down the court, gets it over to Lonnie Wolford. Wolford goes back down low again for Wilson, and he gets the 2 on the layup. 17-5 lead. Devils have the ball now. Here comes Davis. Swings it out to Henderson for another 3, just short. Rebound, Mitchell Allen of Imlay City. Allen over to, that is Mitchell Allen. Wilson passed it to Mitchell Allen for the 3. It was no good. Davis with the rebound for Richmond, got it to Shorman. To Davis, over to Jackson Allen for 3. There's an Allen playing on both teams. Jackson Allen, number 3 for the Devils. And Mitchell Allen, number 32 for Imlay City. Battle for the ball now. And we've got a foul on Raymond Liu. Couple of subs in here now. Richmond's got 3 coming in.
Riley Bertrand.
Justin Schweiger, Matt Bartolomucci,
Number 11, Justin Schweiger, and number 12.
and Zach Shorman, all in the game for the Blue Devils. For Imlay City, Riley Bertram comes in. And there's a way to get yourself involved in the game early. Justin Schweiger, fresh on the court, puts up 2. 19-5 Devils, 3:18 to go in the first quarter. Battle for the ball between Jackson Allen and Riley Bertram. Causes a jump ball, possession Devils. Excuse me, a foul on Bertram. Davis got it back to Jackson Allen. Being pressured by Wilson. Allen trying to fend off Bertram with a little forearm shiver, but his pass for Davis was picked off by Logan Wilson. Looking back for Bertram. A long jumper from 2, a little bit deep. Rebound picked up by Wilson. Down low to Mercado, and he couldn't get that one either. Richmond's got the rebound, and here come the Devils down the court. It's Davis. Davis driving the basket, pitches it off, and a foul. As Zach Shorman went up for the shot and got fouled on Mitchell Allen. Another sub for Richmond set to come in after this first shot, which is no good from Schweiger. And for Imlay City, Mitchell Allen goes to the bench in favor of Manny Ortiz Castro. And in the game for Richmond, Shane Northam. Schweiger with a foul for Richmond, and Imlay City calls a 30-second timeout. 19-5 lead for the Devils over the Spartans of Imlay City with 2:41 to go in the first half. 5 Richmond players have already found the scoreboard. Justin Schweiger just entered the game mere seconds ago. He's already got 2 points and a foul. Davion Henderson with a 3-pointer. Brandon Shorman with 5 points. Connor Cracchiolo with 2, and Drew Davis, the leading scorer for the Devils so far, with 7. Adds up to 19. Mitchell Allen got the ball to Riley Bertram. Back to Allen. Allen being defended by Schweiger. Now Shorman. Ortiz Castro got it down low, and a foul, and it goes through. He'll have an extra shot.
Basket's good.
Mitchell Allen going to the line to make it a 3-point play.
Fouls on number 3 for the Devils. Jackson Allen, his first. Keep scoring.
Jackson Allen picks up his first foul of the evening. And Mitchell Allen makes the free throw to complete the 3-point play. It's a 19-8 lead for the Devils. Up at the top of the key and dribbling it all the way in there. Off the backboard, rebounded by Schweiger, and that one wouldn't go. Now Mercado stealing the ball away, and he's called for a walk. Had some pressure on him by the Richmond defense, and Mercado walked a little bit. Couldn't keep his feet straight. Causes a turnover for Richmond underneath the Imlay City basket. Inbound goes back to Shorman, and he hits the 3. Zach Shorman. Bertram's pass intended for Mercado. Jackson Allen got a hand on it. And Mercado is fouled trying to make a jumper.
No basket.
Basket is no good. It was fouled before the shot.
Number 12, Matt Bartolomucci. His first, team Smith.
Mitchell Allen sits down for the Spartans, and Waylon Liu is in his place. Hook shot from Mercado was too short. Now a long stretch pass up to Shane Northam for the layup, and he gets 2. 1:33 to go in the first quarter. It is 24-8. Blue Devils leading the Spartans. Riley Bertram trying to drive inside, and he was fouled by Jackson Allen.
Call on number 3, Jackson Allen, his second.
Allen will head to the bench for a rest, and Griffin Jansen comes in to take his place. Here's Bertram. Bertram trying to drive in again, maybe draw another foul. He gets through 4 defenders and lays it up, but it couldn't get the ball to roll in. Back to the line for Richmond. It is swung over to the right wing side. Now Shorman. Zach Shorman over to Northam. Northam tosses it up, gets his own rebound, and is fouled as the layup goes in.
Spartans number 35, Wei-Lin Liu, his first.
Wei-Lin Liu called on that foul. What a strong, aggressive play by Shane Northam to follow up his own rebound, get the putback and the foul. Shot falls, makes it a three-point play by completing the free throw. 27-8 Richmond, first quarter. Here's Ross Edson seeing some action. He passed it out to Manny Ortiz Castro, and he was fouled.
Who took a foul on number 10, Zach Shorman, his first, team 7.
Zach Shorman called for the foul on Ortiz Castro.
At the line, shooting 2, number 23, Manny Ortiz.
First shot's good. (27-9), 42 ticks left in the first quarter. Richmond on top. Second shot no good, and a foul on the rebound.
Foul on Spartans number 24, Hunter Madrano, his first, team 6.
Madrano was called for that foul. Offensive foul called on Justin Schweiger of Richmond.
Checking into the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 32, Michael Chavez.
Michael Chavez getting some action for Richmond as Schweiger comes out of the game. Here comes Riley Bertram again at point guard for the Spartans. Bertram down to Edson. Edson back to Bertram, has a defender on him hard. It's Zach Shorman. Bertram steps back, knocked away. Shorman fouled, going up for the layup by Bertram. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Spartans number 3, Riley Bertram.
In and out on the first foul attempt by Zach Shorman. And that one he gets to fall in. It is 28-9 Blue Devils. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bertram back for 3, off the backboard and in. A big three-pointer at the end of the quarter for Manny Ortiz Castro of Imlay City. But the Devils are in the lead, 28-12 going into the second quarter. Looks like the starters are all checking back in for the Blue Devils. Seven different Blue Devils getting their names on the score sheet in that first quarter. Justin Schweiger and Connor Cracchiolo, each 2 points apiece. Davion Henderson with the 1 3-pointer. Zach Shorman has 4 points. Brandon Shorman has 5. Shane Northam also with 5. And Drew Davis leading the team with 7. Imlay City's leading scorer, Logan Wilson with 4 points. Hunter Medrano, Raymond Liu have 1 apiece. Mitchell Allen has 3, and Manny Ortiz Castro also with the 3-pointer that he made at the buzzer off the backboard.
Your starting lineup, Regiolo, Davis, Allen, Jordan, and Henderson.
Jackson Allen as the starting lineup is back out there for the Blue Devils. Allen pressured by Mercado. Mercado getting strongly aggressive on the ball here. And it comes back over the other side of the court, and we have a foul called against Allen as he bumped into Bertram.
Foul on Blue Devils number 3, Jackson Allen, his 3rd.
Third foul of the game already for Jackson Allen.
Checking back into the ballgame for Allen, number 10, Zach Shorman.
Zach Shorman comes back in after the short rest. Bertram off the front of the rim, no second shot. Long pass up to Shorman. Shorman tried to dish it back to Davis, but coming right in the passing lane was Riley Bertram, and now he dribbles it out of his own zone. Down low to Ortiz Castro. Pass right under the basket for Edson, and he banked it too hard off of the backboard. Drew Davis with the rebound for Richmond, dribbles it up the court, swings it out to Shorman, and it goes off the rim. Foul called against, I believe it was Davion Henderson. Yes, it was Henderson on the foul.
Number 5, Davion Henderson, his 3rd.
Waylon Liu to inbound it for Imlay City.
Blue Devils call timeout, 30 seconds, timeout.
Early timeout for the Blue Devils. I believe this has got to be about the foul trouble. Richmond with 10 fouls in the game already. Even when you have a 28-12 lead, that's not something you want to get involved in. You're going to have some of your top players not being able to come in and play in that second half. If, like I said, Jackson Allen already has 3 fouls, the point guard. He's not going to be able to get a whole lot of playing time that close to 5 fouls and fouling out. So I'm sure that that's the conversation that was going on. Josh Presnell talking to his team about being smarter, not getting too aggressive. We've got a 16-point lead here. Let's keep the fouls at a minimum. First shot from Bertram was no good. Still 28-12 with 7:20 to go in the half. Second shot, a line drive, goes off the top rim, and Davis out hustles Ortiz Castro to get to the ball. Davis with a nice little move, and a layup wouldn't go. Rebound, Cracchiolo, and he couldn't get the shot to fall, but he gets fouled and goes to the line.
Spartan foul on number 24, Hunter Medrano, his 2nd. At the line, shooting 2, Cracchiolo.
Straight through the first shot for Cracchiolo. No subs for either team coming in just yet right now. Second shot also good. Richmond extends the lead to 30-12. Bertram trying to dribble past Brandon Shorman. He does. Steps back for a 3. Just a little bit deep. Rebound. Cracchiolo tips it up in the air to Henderson, and he's away. Bertram closing in on him. Henderson outweights him and gets fouled. Bertram did not like that call at all. He's having to be held back by his teammates, arguing with the referee. And Bertram, key point guard for the Spartans, in some foul trouble already. He's got 3. First shot's good from Henderson.
Checking in for the Spartans.
Bertram arguing that it was all ball on that foul. Unfortunately, we don't have an instant replay to show you whether it was or not. But regardless, the call stands, and Henderson nails both free throws to give the Blue Devils a 20-point lead, 32-12, 6:56 showing on the clock for the second quarter. Lou got it out to Logan Wilson. Wilson double teamed and tied up. A great play by Zach Shorman and Davion Henderson.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 2, Lonnie Wolford, and 32, Mitchell Allen.
Couple subs for the Spartans. Lonnie Wolford and Mitchell Allen come in place of Waylon Liu. And Ross Edson. And immediately making an impact is Wolford with a layup under the basket for 2. Drew Davis calling a play for the Blue Devils. Dribbles it in himself. He's not afraid to go to the dirty areas. And the foul is called on this one. Raymond Liu about to check in. Hunter Medrano, the 6'6". Imlay City Spartan called for his 3rd foul of the game. First free throw by Drew Davis is good. Medrano goes to the bench, and Raymond Liu comes in instead. And for Richmond, Matt Bartolomucci comes in the game. Davis 2 for 2 at the stripe, 4 for 4 on the night, adding to his total of 9 points out of Richmond's 33. Devils lead the Spartans 33-14. A 3-point attempt from Wolford bounces up and hits the cable connecting the net to the ceiling. Drew Davis has Ortiz Castro on him pretty tight. Ortiz Castro swiping away at it, and he got the turnover back to Logan Wilson. Wilson tried to hand it to Mitchell Allen, and it bounced off of his knees and went out of bounds. Richmond ball. Another sub, Ross Edson coming back in the game for Logan Wilson for Imlay City. Shorman to Davis again. Davis hustles up the court. Takes it to the basket himself for an easy layup. 2 more for Drew Davis, 11 points, 36-14. Devils in the lead with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Comes Mitchell Allen, loses the ball, and Bartolomucci has it, giving it back to Davis. Davis taking it a little bit more slowly this time, fakes in a rush. Castro trying to separate himself. Here's Henderson. Henderson fakes a 3, drives the net, puts it up over everybody and straight in. Davion Henderson has his 9th point of the game. Excuse me, 7th point of the game for Davion Henderson. Another tie-up. Shorman and Edson. Jump ball, and it is Richmond's. 38-14. The Blue Devils lead the Spartans. Brandon Shorman finds Davis. Davis is going to go to the net again, and they don't have an answer for him. They foul him this time. Back to the line, Drew Davis, 4 for 4 free throws already today.
At the line, shooting 2, Drew Davis.
First shot is good from Davis. Cracchiolo leaves the basket area and heads back to defend. 6 for 6 on the night at the stripe for Drew Davis, and Richmond's lead extends to 40-14. 5:14 to go in the half. Double teamed is Mitchell Allen. Imlay City calls timeout. 5:11 to go. A strong full court press defense for Richmond. Double teamed Mitchell Allen, and he had nowhere to go, was not able to get out of the zone. Blue Devils so far out hustling, out competing the Spartans. Both teams have key players in foul trouble. Richmond has Jackson Allen on the bench right now due to 3 fouls. Imlay City, on the other hand, has Medrano and Bertram on the bench, 3 fouls apiece. Each team has 10 fouls. Ever since Richmond called that last timeout to discuss foul trouble, the Blue Devils have not committed a foul. Imlay City has committed 3 in that time period. Raymond Liu with the ball. Liu went inside to Ortiz Castro, but too many Richmond bodies in there, and Henderson came away with it. Henderson passes back out to Davis at the point. Sharman under the net. Back to Cracchiolo. Cracchiolo sets up for a jumper, and he drains it. 2 more for Connor Cracchiolo. Ortiz Castro, a one-handed jumper, bounces around but does not fall. Cracchiolo out to Shorman. Shorman, a long stretch pass, mishandled by Bartolomucci, and it goes out of bounds. Ball to Imlay City. Ross Edson will rebound it, getting it right out to Raymond Liu. Imlay City trying to slow things down here. Now Liu speeds it up and jogs in, drives the net off the backboard and in. Raymond Liu saw some open ground in front of him, and he took advantage of it to get the 2 points. 42-16 lead for Richmond with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter and the first half. Drew Davis has Ortiz Castro on him, sets up a pick as he passed it over to Bartolomucci. Swings it out to Henderson on the right side for 3, and it is good. Davion Henderson. 10 points for Henderson. And Richmond has a 45-16 lead. Ross Edson looking for somewhere to go. He's defended well by Shorman. Edson passes it back out to Liu for a 3-pointer off the backboard. Rebounded by Edson, and he puts it back for a 2-point shot off the backboard. Edson's first points of this game. Henderson for another 3 from that same spot. They can't stop him from there. 3 baskets from beyond the arc for Davion Henderson, and 13 points from in this game. 2-on-1. Davis over to Henderson for the layup, and they got a little bit flashy. He banked it off the backboard, but it wouldn't go. Now a long stretch pass to Ortiz Castro, a bit too hot. Centers it back out for Mitchell Allen, and it got intercepted by Richmond. Henderson! It's the Davion Henderson show in the second quarter in Richmond. 50-18 Blue Devils. 2:40 to go. Now a 3-point attempt for Wolford for Imlay City, and he hits it. Lonnie Wolford. Shots falling from everywhere. Davis jumps in himself through the defense and lays it up for 2 more points. Mitchell Allen fouled on the shot, and it rolled around the rim and out. But he'll get 2 shots here with 2:19 to go. We've had a rash of scoring here in the past minute and a half. 52-21, Blue Devils. Now the student section really getting into it for Richmond, and Allen is short on that free throw attempt. Comes some subs for Richmond. Henderson's going to get a rest. Zach Shorman in the game now. Second free throw is good from Mitchell Allen. And now Shane Northam, new addition to the game in place of Drew Davis at point guard. Into Cracchiolo again. He flies over everybody, but he wasn't able to get the basket to fall. Richmond regains possession. Northam, open three for Shorman, and he misses. Goes a little bit deep and left of the basket. Rebounded by Wolford. Wolford dribbles it in with Brandon Shorman on him. Wolford to the net. In and out. Rebound. Bartolomucci got it up to Zach Shorman. Zach Shorman driving to the net, tried to get a foul on that one, got the shot away. Instead, it kind of reamed off the rim, but Richmond regains possession on the rebound. Shorman to Bartolomucci, now down low to Cracchiolo. Swings it out low to Northam, and the three was way too strong. Wolford able to jump on it before the ball rolled out of bounds. Mitchell Allen puts up a shot, was fouled. They'll go to the line. 52-22 lead for Richmond with 1 minute 20 seconds. 1 minute 20 seconds to go on the game clock in the second quarter.
At the line shooting, number 32, Mitchell Allen.
2 more free throws for Mitchell Allen. First one's good.
Checking in for the Blue Devils, number 30, Griffin Jensen. And number 32, Michael Chavez.
Griffin Jansen and Michael Chavez come into the game. Jackson Allen and Matt Bartolomucci to the bench for the Blue Devils. Zach Shorman to Brandon Shorman. Brandon Shorman with the layup, and it is good. Rebounded by Shorman to Brandon Shorman for the layup. Excuse me, Zach Shorman. Brandon Shorman got the rebound. Zach Shorman was the one who received the pass and made the layup. Out of bounds off of a Richmond player. 46.4 seconds to go, and Richmond holding a 56-23 lead. Mitchell Allen's attempt for three was airball. I don't know if somebody got a hand on it. If he got bumped, I don't think he got bumped. No foul.
For the Spartans, number 35,
Waylon Liu comes in for Manny Ortiz Castro for Imlay City. Fighting for it and taking it away was Zach Shorman now for the layup. Oh, it wouldn't go. Looked like it was headed in for sure, but the rebound is good. And a foul on the play. That is Zach Shorman. The Shorman brothers have really stepped up here late in the second quarter, excuse me. Also drew the foul on that basket, so he gets to shoot for the three-point play here from the stripe.
Follows on at number 2 for the Spartans, his third. Only shooting 1. And 2 more shots per push after.
And Lonnie Wolford called for the foul.
Foul shots total.
Zach Shorman's going to get 3 foul shots. 1 to complete the three-point play. That one's no good, but he's going to get 2 more because of a shove that was called after the initial foul. So he gets 2 more foul shots here. That one's also no good. See if the third time's the charm at the stripe for Shorman. And now the refs are going to have a conversation here. A little bit of confusion here. This is an interesting call. It's not something we've seen before. Obviously, in the bonus here. So any foul results in 2 shots, and they called the foul after they called the initial foul on the shot. There was another foul after the shot. And it turns out that he's only going to get the 2 foul shots. Imlay City ball. Mitchell Allen to Raymond Liu. Liu looking for a lane, can't find one, so he hands it off to Ortiz Castro. To Mitchell Allen. Allen back to Ortiz Castro. He can't find the lane again. Allen. Great defense by Richmond to put the pressure on. Now they get inside a little bit and foul. No, excuse me, a travel on Ross Edson. Richmond's defense really plugged up all of the lanes and made it tough to get a play going for the Spartans. 4 seconds to go. They need to take a shot here soon. It's going to be a long 3 from Brandon Shorman, nowhere close. But the Blue Devils head into halftime with a commanding 58-23 lead over the Imlay City Spartans. Drew Davis and Davion Henderson, the stories of the first half for Richmond. 15 points for Davis and 15 also for Henderson. The pair has combined for 30 of the 58 Blue Devil points. 30 of the 58 points. More than the entire Imlay City team. Connor Cracchiolo with 6 points for Richmond. Brandon Shorman, 9 points for the Blue Devils. At Richmond High School as the second half is about to begin in this BWAC showdown between Imlay City and the Richmond Blue Devils on Channel 6. Richmond holding a 58-23 lead to start the half. So Imlay City has the possession arrow to start half number 2 as this shot off the backboard from Logan Wilson wouldn't go, but he jumped in, snared his own rebound, and put it back for the first points of the second half. Big time block by Medrano of Imlay City on Jackson Allen, who is back in the game at point guard for Richmond with 3 fouls. Handed off to Allen for 3. Yes, sir. Jackson Allen with a 3 ball to get Richmond on the score sheet in this half. 61-25, the Devils lead. Here's Medrano, hands it off to Raymond Liu. Liu down low to Wolford, banks it off the backboard and in. Jackson Allen leading the play again as Cracchiolo sets a screen. Medrano on Allen. Allen trying to free himself, got over to Henderson at the right wing. Wanted to pass it to Allen, but Allen wasn't looking his way. Instead, he passes it to Brandon Shorman, who dished it out to Davis, who takes it to the net. Here comes Raymond Liu up the right side for Imlay City. Logan Wilson is able to corral the loose ball. Now a 3 ball from Mitchell Allen would not go. Rebound Cracchiolo. Cracchiolo getting into it a little bit with Logan Wilson. No foul called. They're jawing at each other. Here's Henderson, kick back to Allen for another 3. And he is fouled after the shot. He will get 3 from the stripe, Jackson Allen. Logan Wilson with the foul, and now Wilson and Brandon Shorman shoved each other a little bit. Wilson is not happy right now. He's showing some frustration. First shot good for Allen. He's got 2 more. Second shot off the front of the rim. So 1 for 2 and make it 2 for 3. And the attempts by Jackson Allen. Richmond with a 65-27 lead. 6:24 to go in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell Allen being guarded by Henderson. A short pass to Medrano. Medrano called for traveling. Had a little bit of trouble with the ball. Richmond gets it back. Here's Davis. Davis got it back to Shorman. Jackson Allen trying to cross up Lou and free himself. They got a little bit of a full court press going on right now. Drew Davis dribbling in toward the basket again. The entire Imlay City team kind of came in to close in on Davis, so he dished it out to Shorman. The three was no good, and this other pass to Shorman is going to go. It will fall for two. Brandon Shorman. Medrano's pass deflected, and Richmond regains possession. Jackson Allen with a long stretch pass to Drew Davis on the layup. What a great pass by Jackson Allen to see his teammate rushing up the floor. Now Medrano tries a hook shot, can't get it. Ball being bounced around in the air, and Richmond came away with it. Here comes Brandon Shorman to Davis. Davis swings it to the point. Cracchiolo chasing it to the line. He kept it in and got it back to Davis. What a strong play by Cracchiolo to keep it alive. And now Davis, it bounced off the rim twice, off the backboard, and then it went in. So 2 more points for Drew Davis. He's already got 6 in this half. Mitchell Allen fouled hard by Cracchiolo going for the basket. He'll go to the line. Richmond's going to sub in 4 players here as soon as the first shot is attempted. And it's good from Mitchell Allen. So Richmond has number 10, Zach Shorman, number 11, Justin Schweiger, number 12, Matt Bartolomucci, and number 24, Shane Northam coming in. They're going to give those starters some rest with a comfortable 71-28 lead and let some of the bench get some playing time here. Second free throw also good from Allen. Riley Bertram back in the game. He has 3 fouls for Imlay City. Comes Logan Wilson jogging down slowly, looking for a lane to the net, tosses it up off the backboard and in and out of the basket, but Wilson gets it back to steal it away. Now for the 3 ball is Logan Wolford. 71-32 Richmond, 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Down low and back for Jackson Allen, and he gets another one to fall. Lonnie Wolford, who is the Spartans' leading scorer in this one, now has 4 fouls. A pair number 3 is going at it hard here, and Riley Bertram comes away with it, and he is tripped up. This will be a foul on Jackson Allen, I believe. Would be his 4th. Foul on number 10, Zach Shorman. Oh, it's actually going to be on Zach Shorman. Drew Davis is back in for Jackson Allen at guard for Richmond. Davis, again, like I said, already 6 points in this half. Jackson Allen has 5 this half. Logan Wilson had a high pass that was intended to go over to Lonnie Wolford, but Drew Davis got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. Now Wolford goes all the way back for Wilson. Wilson commanding his troops to get into the right positions here. So he's going to dish it off to Mitchell Allen. He can't open himself up. Tries to get into the middle of Mercado, who's got 3 Blue Devils around him. Off to Wolford, bouncing around, wouldn't fall. Rebound, Mercado. That one won't fall. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And a foul called on Medrano. 4th foul of the game for Medrano. Davis will start it up. Coming down the middle. Tried to dish it off to Bartolomucci, but a strong defensive play. Able to break up that play. Now Ortiz Castro is in for Wolford. And for Richmond, Griffin Jansen is going to come in for Drew Davis. Clock still running. Richmond trying to swing it around. Now they go back underneath. And it's good for Matt Bartolomucci. Logan Wilson, Mitchell Allen. Allen to the middle to Medrano. Back to Wilson, open for a deep three. And the shot was a bit too deep also. So now Richmond gets it back. Zach Shorman up to Bartolomucci. Back to Schweiger for the shot. Was no good. Rebound Medrano. Wilson a long stretch pass to Bertram. A reverse layup. Went right over the net. Sailed over it. Richmond gets it back. Bartolomucci to Shorman to Schweiger. Now to Jansen. Shorman drives the net and foul called on Shorman for the charge. Didn't like the call. 75-32 Richmond as the third quarter runs out. The clock ran a little bit when the game was game was not in play. So third quarter ended a little bit abruptly there, but it is a 75-32 lead for the Richmond Blue Devils.
Spring became the summer. Who would believe you'd come along? And touching hands, reach out.
Student section serenading us, Sweet Caroline. Connor Cracchiolo got into the singing a little bit with the student section, it looked like. Jackson Allen is going to bring it in for Richmond to start the fourth quarter. We'll see if they can get to 100 here. They got 75. On pace for exactly 100. Brandon Shorman is able to regain the loose ball on the floor. Shorman back to Jackson Allen. Allen swings it to Davis. Davis trying to get Cracchiolo to open it up a little bit. Foul called. Allen drained a three after the whistle, but here comes Logan Wilson, behind the back dribble to take it to the net, and he gets fouled by Cracchiolo.
Correction, number 4, Brandon Shorman.
So the call goes on Brandon Shorman. I thought it was Cracchiolo. Wilson makes his first free throw. The misses on the second one. However, Imlay City regains control of the rebound. Bertram, a strong one-handed pass all the way across the court to Allen, but Richmond staying tight like glue on the Spartan players, although Bertram's able to kind of dribble it in there and lay it up himself to roll it in. Dished out to Davis for three, just a little bit short. But Cracchiolo is able to free up the rebound, and now Henderson got bumped into and lost the ball out of bounds. So Imlay City gets the ball back. 6:10 remaining in the fourth quarter, 75-35 Richmond. And next time there's a whistle, we're going to have 4 more subs come in for the Blue Devils. Jonathan Malave was going. It looks like he's going to get. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael Chavez. And we're going to have a whole new lineup out there for Richmond. Davis to the net, and the ball would not fall. It stayed up there forever. Now Cracchiolo with 5 Spartans around him. Back out to Allen for 3 short. Wouldn't go. Rebound to Davis beyond the arc. Davis trying to cross up his defender. It's Ortiz Castro. Davis trying to find somebody, and timeout is called by Richmond in order to get the 5 subs in. It'll be Zach Shorman, Michael Chavez, Matt Bartolomucci, Shane Northam, and okay, so we have Zach Shorman, Matt Bartolomucci, Michael Chavez, Griffin Jansen, and Shane Northam on the court for Richmond.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 11, Ross Edson.
Ross Edson in for Imlay City in place of Logan Wilson. 4:50 remaining in this one. 75-35. The Devils lead the Spartans. Mitchell Allen over to Bertram for 3, no good. Rebound, Ortiz Castro. Edson, now Mitchell Allen for 3 of his own. Just a bit deep, bounces out. Ortiz Castro, another rebound, stolen away by Michael Chavez. Shane Northam trying to figure out what to do with it. He got it to Zach Shorman and over to Griffin Jansen. Long pass over into the corner to Shorman for 3. It's good. Zach Shorman. His second from beyond the arc tonight. Riley Bertram comes in, and Imlay City will call a timeout.
Imlay City calls timeout. It's a full timeout.
78-35 with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go for Richmond.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 35, Wei Lin Liu.
Waylon Liu. Pass got tipped up into the air and intercepted by Northam. Now to Bartolomucci. Excuse me, that's Griffin Jansen. Now another 3 attempted by Zach Shorman. Rebound by Jansen. No, that's Bartolomucci. They look very similar. Shot would not go, and now Imlay City comes away with the ball. It is tough to read. You probably understand this watching on TV as well. The Richmond numbers, the ghost numbers, same color as the white uniform, just a thin blue, light blue at that outline around the numbers. So it's tough to see those numbers on the Richmond jerseys. Imlay City, the contrast is definitely there. It's bright gold on royal blue. It doesn't get much easier to see than that. Northam to Shorman to Bartolomucci. Bartolomucci, nice crossover to get himself a little bit free of Ortiz Castro. Mishandled right into the hands of Medrano. Medrano goes over everybody, and the ball pops in and out of the net. No good. Here comes Northam. Kicked out to the point. It is Bartolomucci, no good. Foul called on Chavez of Richmond. So Ross Edson has the ball for Imlay City. Over to Lou. Lou puts up a high arcing three and it just knocks off the front of the rim. Jump ball will go to Richmond. See, that's a foul. I believe. Wasn't sure the signal given there. Anyways, it's Richmond basketball. Northam to Bartolomucci. Bartolomucci down low for Shorman. Excuse me. Shot would not go again. Coming away with it. Back for the three attempt by Bertram, and it is good. Riley Bertram, he's been going for that three ball quite a bit tonight, and he finally got one to fall. Now a long three attempted by Northam, no good. Bertram with the rebound. He's got quite a few rebounds. He's going to take this one to the net himself, Riley Bertram. Making it look easy here in the final minute of play. 78-40, Richmond leads. Ball mishandled by Jansen, who's a bit tired out there. Now a three-point attempt airballed by Castro, too far. Now Zach Shorman behind the back dribble, trying to get loose. Takes it to the net, but shot was not strong enough, right into Medrano's hands. To Riley Bertram again. Riley Bertram's going to try for another layup. This one's high and up off the glass. Fight for the ball as two Spartans fall on top of, who is it down there? I think it's Bartolomucci. Indeed. Clock still running as we've got 8 seconds to go. The Richmond Blue Devils with a commanding 78-40 victory against the Imlay City Spartans on this Tuesday night.
Now, on behalf of the Richmond staff, we hope you enjoyed an evening courtside. With the final score, Richmond Blue Devils 78 and the Spartans
78-40.
40. Celebrate responsibly, drive safely, and God bless.
78-40, our final score from Richmond High School. Our leading scorers in this game for Richmond, Drew Davis had himself a 21-point night. Davion Henderson, all of his points coming in the first half. However, he had 15. And they led the Blue Devils tonight. Lonnie Wolford was the leader for the Spartans, scoring 8. Mitchell Allen also had 8 for the Spartans, 6 of those coming from free throws.
What channel?
Channel 6. Yep. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's varsity basketball game. Again, the final score, Richmond 78, Imlay City 40. This is Adam J. Rickert for Richmond Channel 6. Have a great week.